Hello, Flosstube. Beth Martinez, phantastitches, here with my update number 348. Excuse me. Let me get my glasses just so I can see better. I don't really, theoretically, I should wear them all the time, but I never do. They're, what do you call it? Bifocals, but you know, without the line. What are they called? They're called the transition lenses, but they're no line bifocals. But I find them very hard to walk with because of the, I don't know if it's because of the balance issues I have because of my tumor, or if just the glasses in general, because I don't wear them all the time. If I wore them all the time, maybe I would get used to it, but I find it very, kind of seasick to walk with them. So anyway, so now I have them on. I wear them to stitch and to, and like, if I go to the movies or at church, I wear them to go for like reading my Bible to looking up at the stage, the speaker or whatever, So anyway, so I don't know if you can hear my neighbor next door is like drumming. I don't know if he drums with the garage door open but you can hear like, the thumping or whatever in here, in our house. I don't know if the houses, I guess, are much closer together. When I was a kid, the young man, he was a few years older than my brother, who lived next door. His family lived next door to us, and he had a band, as everybody did in those days, and they would always play that song. What is it called? I can't remember the name of it now, but it's, you take the 815 into the city, people shoving, girls, you try to look pretty, and if your train's on time, you can get to work by 9. That song, anyway, that was like the only song they ever played. Him and whatever his band was, but yeah, they would, rehearse in their garage and, yeah. But anyway, this guy next door, I guess he's practicing his drum kit or whatever, but So anyway, if you hear thumping and it sounds like I don't know, that's him next door. This week, as I've been the last several weeks, I don't have a whole lot of stitching to show you. The channel that my sisters and I have, 3 Sisters Creative, we just hit like over 500 subscribers the other day, and so we're doing a little bit of a giveaway on our channel over there, 3 Sisters Creative. So if you're interested in that, we have some things that spoken of in the the giveaways that we're offering, but you do have to be a subscriber to our channel if you want to participate in that. But anyway, that's a freebie. So I just I've been doing very little in the way of stitching, so much as I do have a finish and another start, and then I've been doing a little bit more on one of my WIPGO things. Somebody else had posted that they had a bingo on their WIPGO board, and I do too. I don't have them all marked, changed on the computer, but I do have them marked off here. This bottom line across the bottom of my WIPGO board. These all were called 21 through 25. The last two were called in June and July. So I have a week of them. Starting, this one was in April. This was in January, July, February, and June. And of those 5, there were 5 main WIPGO charts and then 5 secondary charts. So the 5 main charts, I had 7 days as a goal for each of them. So I hit that goal for each of them. And they were all these cottage garden samplings, fairly big charts. The ferret, the bear, the little brown bat, the beaver, and the reindeer were all in those 5 were the main charts. I've been trying this year to do charts that were part of a series. I feel like I'm off center. I guess because I have the window, I'm sitting on this end of the windows. Anyway, so I've been trying to do charts that were part of a series. So I have, well, those are not, none of those are part of the series, but I had the Starry Night charts that I've done this month. I've been working on those. Sleepy Hollow, it was a salve from, I want to say 2019, in 3 main parts. Oops, sorry. I'm going to turn my phone off. Sorry. So I had Sleepy Hollow, which was a mystery stitch along from I think 2019, and so I think I had finished the first part of it. It's in 4 parts. Yeah, 4 parts. And I had finished the first part. There were like 4 little strips, and then if you wanted to do them as drums, there were 4 little round toppers. And so my ambition is to do the drums, but I have not done any of the little toppers. But I did finish the first of the 4 strips, and the second one I think I have not finished it. And that is my goal, but that hasn't been called yet. And the other 2, number 3 and number 4, I started number 3, but I have not started number 4 at all. So number 2 is close to being finished, I think. Number 3, just got a little bit of a start, not very much at all, because it was one of my secondary charts, so it didn't have a specific goal. And then Sleepy Hollow number 4 has not been called yet. But also, I had the swans and the jackrabbit are part of that big series that I've done 7 days on each of those. And so I still have the fox, the raccoon, and 2 others that I hadn't started. The barn owl and the bald eagle I have not started. Those 2 I have listed as secondary charts because I have not started them at all. But the woodpecker also was another one that was a secondary chart that I got just a little bit of a start on. So yeah, that series, it's 12 charts, and I've started all but 2 of them. And that's the bald eagle and the barn owl. I did not start yet. And that'll be on the same piece of fabric as the woodpecker. and all the others I've got good starts on. Good, they're coming along, but they're far from being finished. And then the rabbits. I think I've started all of them, but I've only finished January through May. January, March, April, and May. Yeah, I finished April and May. All the rest of them are in various stages of being worked on. And I think I have almost all of them listed as secondary charts. So they don't have specific goals because some of them are all but done, and so yeah. And then I have a bunch of individual charts that were things that I started last year because I did my regular ongoing whips. I did FFOs. And then I did new starts because I had a whole bunch of charts that I hadn't started and I wanted to start. So I did at least a little bit of a start on each one. So those became my whips on my WIPGO board. And the ones that were on my WIPGO board last year that I didn't finish, I just set aside because I was tired of working on them, frankly. So I'm having a little bit more fun with working on some newer charts that I hadn't started yet. And I barely made a dent in all the charts that I have, but whatever. There's only so many hours in a day. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of the state of my WIPGO board. So I'm actually really looking forward to some of the ones I haven't done yet. Karma Chameleon is a tiny modernist chart that I have on here. My goal is to finish it, and that's it hasn't been called yet. And Deep Waters is another one that I'm looking forward to. There's, the ones I haven't done yet I'm looking forward to still. So, but anyway, so one of my WIPGO calls this month, the calls were, the numbers were number 12 and number 15. And 12 was Sheepish Manor. I talked about this last week. And that I've done all of it except for the filling in of this grass here. So I have a little bit more progress on that. I worked on that today because I haven't worked on it this past week. Since last time I think I had done about this much of the grass, and so I just did a little bit more today while we were filming our video this morning. So I'm still working on filling in the grass, and I think I'll do more of that today because I have a piece of thread hanging on here, and B, because it's easy to do without thinking. You don't have to think a whole lot about that. So anyway, that's the status of my Sheepish Manor. Yeah. So then the other one that I've been working on is the Starry Night charts, and so. As I stated before, I finished this one, the donkey and the cow here. Yes, this is the number 2 chart in the inside, the way they're listed inside the booklet. And this is the one that I had started and was going to restart. And so I finished it. This is Mary and Joseph and the donkey going into Bethlehem. And so I just used regular, I think it's 3820, a DMC color for this blanket. I could have made it, the same étoile color that I used for up here. It's slightly sparkly. You can't really see the sparkle too much on the camera, but you can see it in person. So I did the halos, the baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph, their halos, and then the little stars. This one was a little crooked, but the stars and the big star are in toile. And then for the blanket on the donkey and the donkey's bridle and reins, I just used regular 3820 DMC, and the rest of it is all DMC. And let me hold it this way so the light hits a little better. And yeah, So this one is finished. This is my number 15. It was a restart of the number 1 chart on here. And then, so my secondary charts for these 2 numbers are number 4 and number 7, as I call them, as like I said, at the way they fall in the book. So this is number 4, the town of Bethlehem, and number 7. So I have not started this yet, but I'm hoping to start it maybe Sunday or Monday, depending on when I finish this chart, because I am almost finished. I've been working on this week, and this is the town of Bethlehem. So it's I've done all the back stitching. All the cross stitching. All this, the black, and then the stars in the sky are all regular cross stitches. And again, I used a 12 for the stars, so there's a little bit of sparkle. And then the rest of it is, all of this is just back stitching black work, basically, like this. And I'm doing 1 strand over 2 for the back stitching and 2 over 2 for the regular stitching. And this is 28 count. Like it's basically a linen. The little card that came with it, I bought it at like Joann's, I think. And it, came in one of those little tubes. And so the label says 28 count Irish linen, but then it also says even weave Lugana on there. And it's tea dye, apparently, is the shade that they have. So, but it's like a linen. You can see the little schlubs in there, and it's not like Lugana is pretty much, to me, I always think of it as almost like a denim kind of feel to it. It's a very solid, very tight weave. And once upon a time, I think I saw a video or something that said something about the differences between what are labeled Lugana, Joblin, and all these other names that are used for them. I know that terms like Bristol and things like that, are the linens or fabrics are named for the towns in which they were, I guess, originally developed, or where they're from, or whatever. But I don't know. This one, like I said, it's labeled as Irish linen, which is what I'm assuming it is. Tea dyed is color, but then the little label in there also says even weave and Lugana. So, as a matter of fact, pull out this label here. It's a DMC Charles Craft fabric, like I said, from that I got at Joann's, I think. Well, I thought I had. Oh no, it's not. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. Yeah, here it is. So this is the little label that was in the tube, and it says on here Irish linen, and I think it says down here tea dyed, but then here also says even weave Lugana. I don't know what all that means, but anyway, it's Irish linen. So it's like DMC Charles Craft. Yeah, 100% linen. But anyway, that's what I'm stitching this on now. So it's 28 count, and I'm doing 2 over 2, and I'm down to this number 4 here. The town of Bethlehem. Oh, little town of Bethlehem. Why are you so large? It's taking me, it's a lot of stitching, back stitching and all that. And part of it is what took me so long was, trying to, because, I'm kind of carrying threads to a degree, and, so you can kind of see, I'm kind of carrying threads in some places. But and what I try to do is I don't want to go like, you know, from one hole straight across to another hole, but to make it, sorry, let me show in the back here, to make it so like instead of going, you know, straight across from here to here, I will go at an angle so that this carried thread is sort of hidden behind the other solid threads, and do that as much as possible. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Bethlehem, and I feel like that's coming along pretty well. But so all this backstitching is just one thread over two, and it's just regular DMC colors. The étoile is a DMC, like, I don't know, C725 or something like that. Anyway, so like I said, I'm hoping to finish Bethlehem soon so that I can then at least start, if not finish, the shepherd with these 3 little sheep. And so this one is, it's hard to tell from the picture, but there's just blue and black and then a little bit of gold. This one sheep has a bell, and then there's the star, and the rest of it is black and white. There's the legs of the sheep and the, you know, face of the sheep are backstitched. And his hand, you know, a few details, but for the most part, it's just, you know, regular stitches. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to that seventh chart in this coming week, so that I can have another finish. Hopefully I'll finish both those two, and maybe Sheepish Manor by next Saturday. That's kind of a tall order, but we'll see. So I think that's about it. Just haven't been doing a whole ton of stitching, I guess. But just, yeah, sorry to drop everything. I think there was something else. Oh, I did go to the attic because, like I said, the Three Sisters Creative channel, you know, we hit 500 subscribers, so we're doing a bit of a giveaway. So I went there to find something for that giveaway, and oh my gosh, because I was trying not to spend, you know, a whole lot of money. It's, you know, it's the latter half of the month. It's close to the end of the month, and a few expenses coming up and things like that, and I have to, you know, waiting for my my check from disability, you know, for my check to come in. And anyway, so I have a few automatic payments and this and that and the other. So I'm sort of looking at, you know, what my trying to keep a tight rein on some of my finances and stuff. And so, but there were so many things at the attic. I was so tempted to buy. It's like, oh, that's really cute. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, that's really cute. You know, it's just like trying to stop it. But yeah, so I'm fighting the urge, and especially because this weekend right now is the online. Oh, I forget what it's called. It's a needlework, you know, market thing. I can't remember the formal name of it, but yeah. So I've even resisted, you know, just even looking at a lot of the new patterns that are coming out, because I just don't, you know. I don't want to buy anything. I don't want to get, a lot of desire built up. I was like, I can wait. I'll just wait until they hit the wider market, and a few weeks down the line, maybe I can better afford it. And also because I'm trying not to, accumulate more stuff, because we're still in the process of moving. Hopefully, our house will be officially on the market this coming week. We're just dealing with having to the logistics of having to if somebody wants to come and view the house, or if we have an open house or something like that, wanting to have our pets gone from here. Partly because, prospective buyers don't want to see my cats or their litter box or anything like that. But also because like Puck, if somebody would come in the house, he would try to run out the door or something, so don't want to have that happen. And of course, don't want their litter box, somebody to come and see their litter box. As it is, that's, put that in the garage or something like that. But so we're trying to think of some ideas about what to do with the pets. Like my sister's dog, she doesn't mind riding around the car, or, she could take her to a dog park, or take her to the park or whatever, to just get her out of the house. But my cats, of course, we can't really do that. And so, if somebody were just coming to look at the house, being in the car with them, maybe driving around or whatever, wouldn't be too horrible. But if for an open house, I don't know if it's if we would have to get a hotel room or something like that. I can't take them to my sister Naomi's house because she's got 2 cats there, and it would kind of be a problem. And so anyway, I don't know what to do. So I don't know if we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But that's an issue. And hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. I don't know how long, I was reading an article about how, the market is not quite what it used to be or whatever, so we're just waiting for all the right pieces to fall into place. Anyway, so, but in the meantime, I think that's all my stitching news that I've got this week. So hopefully, like I said, in this coming week, I will at least finish the Bethlehem, and hopefully start, if not finish, the other Prairie Schooler chart, and maybe I can get the Sheepish Manor finished if I just stitch away at that grass diligently. Anyway, so that is it, and hopefully by next Saturday I'll have 3 finishes. We'll see. Until then, thanks for watching, and feel free to go check out 3 Sisters Creative, and I think that's it. All right. So I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.